Announcement. I don't even know where to start. You know what? Listener, no sugarcoat. No. Oh, how do I start? How do I would you allow me to be honest with you? As much as I wanted to jump on social media, this is my own personal natural instinct of an impulse of wanting to jump on social media. Not to look for validation, not to look for attention, but just to feel like I exist. And I don't want, like I said, it's not to look for validation or attention. It's kind of like a newsletter, like, hey, to whom it may concern, this is the update of what's going on with me. And I realized there was this reel that I so happily bumped into the other day. And it said, turn your phone off. No, it didn't. It said, it was either turn your phone off for a couple of hours or a couple of days or something. And then turn your phone back on and see who calls, or it's something in that nature. And I'm so private, I've realized that my phone don't ring. I am the initiator. I'm always the initiator. I'm the one that puts forth the action. Am I upset? No. I have come into realization that I've always been the initiator, which is attached to being in control. What is SGL talking about? Listen, I am human. I am human. And lately, I have been on the verge of just letting, I don't want to say let my gift go, but I've been feeling like adventuring to something else, putting this gift on hold. But then there's a part of me that's saying, no. Because I can recall now that I'm venting to you instead of social media, right? I'm venting to my supporters because I enjoy being a reader. There's ups and there's downs. And now that something is recalling in my mind, and what I'm seeing is the moment that I'm getting ready to give up on something is the moment I should keep going. So, as much as I want to be teary-eyed or emotional, I'm going to be strong because no one's hurt me that I'm not aware of, I'm not worried about what I don't know. But what I do know is I have peace. I have the capabilities of my mind, body, and soul. I'm happy internally, but you can't see it externally. I just got through texting a new friend. Yeah, an acquaintance, but a new friend. And I said, you know what? As I work, I'm literally thinking, why does it feel like I don't have a life? Because, see, my schedule is different, listener. I work at night, and I only have so much time that I can do during the day. So I choose to be a homebody. I choose to be still, because I know that if I overextend myself, I'm going to burn out. And I accept that that's what it is right now in my season. And I'm trying to figure out how can I do one thing at a time so it feels like my standstill is showing progress. And hopefully that makes sense. And by me sharing what I'm sharing with you, the fact that my humane of me wants to depart, you haven't departed from me. So I feel that it would be selfish of me because I am at a cornerstone in my life. It's a cornerstone, but it's not a forced cornerstone. It's not. I'm trying to figure it out. Definitely put some comments in the comment section so you could be a spiritual guiding light, not just for me, but for others. Give some suggestions, How do you uplift yourself? You're not down, but how do you continue to keep the balance that, sometimes going with the motion sometimes can trick you and making you feel like you've done something wrong, or you're going backwards, or, there's no growth, or, it's just how life's supposed to be. Things like that, the trickery of the mind. And as I'm releasing, because I enjoy social media, and on my personal page, I use my personal page as my own diary. So when I go back on there, it's my memories. Some people engage every now and then, but they're my memories. So when I go back to my Facebook page, that's my diary, and it recaptures where I am, and no one else understands it but I do. And then my Instagram, that's more so of business. So we will get our Instagram for the SGL Spiritual Guiding Light off. We're going to kick it off. We are going to focus on getting those numbers up one at a time. Okay? Because I haven't been focused on the Instagram page at all. We started, but I started off so fast that I didn't have a system to where I would pre-upload and then just have my content released at a date and time. I was literally waking up. Those were fresh energy, fresh channeled messages, and it was on a daily basis. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can keep this up because of my personal life. Even though that was attached to me, it was just like my time management, it was not in order at all. And so I want to definitely incorporate the Instagram page and do some lives on there. We still have not, announcement, we still have not yet established a specific date, specific days of the week where we do, earth signs, water signs, fire signs, and air signs. I still want to incorporate that. I just have not found, I haven't tapped into what's working right now. Right now, I'm just being divinely guided. And I try not to, show up when I'm not divinely guided, because then I'm operating on my own energy. And so I don't want to do that. Anywho, all inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. You tell me what that reflection was. Somebody tell me what that means. What I just said. I want to know. What did you get out of what I said? Did I sound like I was complaining? Did I sound lost? Do I sound miserable? Or do I sound like I have hope? I you know, it's just something. It's something that the humane part of us, well, I can speak for myself, is we can have all the right words. We can show up for people, but sometimes the most hardest thing to do is to show up for ourselves. And I don't want to debate, because a reason why I say that is because most people pretend to show up for themselves, for the attention, for the gratification. Who's really showing up for themselves? When you literally get up and you start operating in the day, are you showing up for you? Are you showing up just for the attention, just to not have anyone say negative things about you? Or, you know, are you really showing up for you? Because I know, since I've been showing up for me, it feels like, you know, a silent bashing. Who are you to show up for yourself? And, you know, maybe that's the mind being deceptive again. But I know that I'm hard on myself majority of the time. And when I show up for myself is when I say, you know what, SGO, lighten it up. You know, you're doing too much. I love you guys. I really appreciate you taking out the time to hear my announcement and my reflection of me being human and humane. Okay? And hopefully you find some gems in my reflection of where I am currently, mentally, personally, in my space, in the world of being. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. It's not a guarantee that I will be releasing any readings, but if I do, I know I have some channel messages from July still that I have not released yet. And let me see, because some of you may resonate. Let me see. One of the channel messages I channeled in the collective, that some of you are out here surviving. Does that make sense? Because that's all I was told, was out here surviving. So the collective earth, air, fire, and water signs, we are out here surviving, okay? And then, excuse me, the second channel message that I received was, they like what you do for them, that's all. Did you hear me? They like what you do for them, that's all. And just repeating that twice, that's just, it's not, I don't know, it's just, it's giving me acts of service. But if this has to do with a specific individual, this has to do with someone. It's more than one person though, but just to keep it simple, one person, just, you know, as long as you keep doing what you're supposed to do, that's it. You know what I mean? I have to dive into that, because with the oracles and tarot, because I'm not knowing if this is takers, or is this a group or association or a specific person who's saying, just keep doing what you're doing and don't worry about when the return comes in, because it's coming. I really don't know. And so those are the two channel messages that I have. Oh, and then let me see. This month channel message I received was, both parties are guilty. And then the second was, you lose them how you get them. You lose them how you get them. Okay, and I know that one was pretty much, I'm going to put a star to this one because I was talking with my ex, and I remember my ex telling me that, how people meet is normally how they end the relationship, the same way how they met. And that's exactly what happened with us. And so when I was reflecting that conversation that we had, that's what came to me, and I had wrote it down. So this one wasn't a channel message. It was something that I'm being divinely guided to tap into, because there's some of you in the collective that can relate, and you may get some gems out of the session. Either than that, I love you. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Till we meet again.